Hello everyone. Today we see the topic is globalization of markets. The globalization of markets refers to the interconnectedness and integrations of markets across the world. It involves the exchange of goods, services, informations, and capital on a global scale. That is the meaning. Globalization of markets refers to the process of integrating and merging of the distinct world markets into a single market. This process involves the identification of some common norm, value, taste, preferences, and convenience, and slowly enables the cultural shift towards the use of a common products or services. That means the globalization is only for the process. Globalizations of markets is the process by which markets and business become increasingly interconnected and interdependent on a global scales. It involves the removal of barriers to trade and investment, and then services and capital to flow more freely across the national borders. For example, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, McDonald's, burgers, MTV, Indian masala dosa, and then Indian Hyderabad biryani, etc. The next one, futures of globalizations of markets. The size of the companies need not too large to create a global market. The most of the companies in a small companies can also create a global markets. For example, Harry Ramthan's a small British company. This company is only sells the product of fish and chips in Japan based on the Chinese cultures. Okay. Uh, the first futures reduce trade barriers. The reduced trade barriers. For example, the World Trade Organizations, that means WTO. The WTO has played a significant role in reducing trade barriers through negotiations and agreements promoting the global trade. The second features advancements in technology. For example, the now at present the technology is wise the worldwide. The technology, the rise of the internet and the e-commerce platforms has facilitated global transactions, allowing businesses to each customers in the worldwide. Okay. The next third features international capital flows. The international capital flows. For example, cross-border investments in financial markets. The cross-border investments in financial markets such as foreign domestic investment, foreign direct investment, for example, FDI. The foreign direct investments and the portfolio investments, they contribute the globalizations of capital. The next another feature is homogeneizations of consumer taste. That means the consumer taste and preferences differ from the person to persons. For example, global brands like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Apple creates products with a universal appeal, lead to convergence of the consumer preferences. The next feature is global supply chains. The global supply chains is the supply chains is continues the process of the global markets. For example, companies like Apple, the Apple sources components from various countries, assemble products in another, and distribute them globally, creating complex global supply chains. The next one, the reasons for future globalizations of markets. There are the several reasons of globalizations of markets. The first one is economic growth and market expansion. The increased market access to lead expanding the customer bases, promoting economic growth for businesses and nations. For example, Nike. The second one, efficiency and cost reductions. The efficiency and cost reductions, the globalizations allows businesses to benefit from cost efficiencies such as the lower production cost and access to the cheaper resources. For example, Foxconn. The next third reason, technological advancement. The advances in communications and transportations technologies have made it easier for businesses to operate globally. For example, Microsoft companies. The next fourth reasons, global and supply chains. Global supply chains. The global supply chains. For example, Toyota. The next fifth one is access to resources. The access to resources, the globalization provides access to a wider pool of resources, including talent, raw materials, and etc. For example, Coca-Cola. The next one, political and trade agreements. For example, European Union. The next seventh one, access to new markets and diversifications. Uh, the mostly the Unilever limited companies, they have access to the new markets and diversifications of products. Okay. And then the another one example is Amazon. Amazon is operates a global e-commerce platforms. This is only for the allowing customers to purchase products from around the world and facilitating international trade. And the next one, Apple. Apple's supply chain spans the globe with components sourced from various countries, assembled in others, and global distributions networks. And then McDonald's. Okay. Thank you. These are the very, very importance of globalizations of market, futures, and then reasons. Thank you.